Good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you've had a very awesome week. I hope it's been jam-packed, full of awesomeness, memories, good times, bad times, all the goods, the highs and lows. Yeah, it's been a week, hasn't it? And the weather's gone and changed for the better again, so that's pretty cool. So, here. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, like 3 minutes early. Yeah. But this week, I was determined to be at my usual time of 8 o'clock because I had no special guest and I had no prior engagement, so I wasn't going to be late. So of course I put all the social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I put it all down saying yes, I'm gonna be live at 8. So here I am, just for you guys. So yeah, how you doing, Total Nova? Hope you are doing well. We've got Tabletop Ready Minis in there as well. Hey man, hope you're well. Did you get my messages as well? Not my messages. Did you get your package yet? Sorry. Adam I contacted Adam. He said you should be getting it any day now. So yeah, let us know. I can't wait to see what you do with it as well. And of course, Boy Captain Bazooka is in there. Whoosh, on his little rocket ship. Hope you're well. Hope you're all fine. So tonight I wanted to do something a little bit different. Break up the backlog of Mortal Realm stuff I've got, because like if you're plowing away at the same stuff for long enough, you start getting not bored of it, but you start getting like a little bit of a burnout. You start thinking, oh god, I gotta paint this, oh god, I gotta paint that, and you start getting in the negative cycle of things. And the best way to break out of that is just to have the occasional side project, a little something that you can distract yourself, refresh yourself with, so that when you go back, you can go back to your main project with renewed vigor. And yeah, so tonight I'm going to be painting this bad boy right here. So he's a Vargar leader from the Pagan Miniatures line. It's essentially a full-time werewolf. It isn't like, holy smokes, it's a full moon kind of thing. The Vargar are proper full-time werewolves. And yeah, I can't wait to get something. I've had it for a little while now, and I've started doing a bit of a little bit of a, what's it call it? I can't even figure the words right now. The heat's got to my brain already. I hope the sound's okay, by the way. So yeah, what was it? Yeah, I'm doing the diorama. That's the word I was trying to think of. And yeah, it's a nice little diorama of Vikings fighting off the Vargar. And it's my first diorama as well, so taking my time with it. It's going to be a little bit of a project, but I want to make it look good, so yeah, I can't wait to get into that. First, let's just get some music on, shall we? Let's get something. Just get something nice and easy going. Hey, that's pretty easy. So yeah, let me know what you're all up to tonight. Let me know what you got planned this weekend, and yeah, we'll get this show on the road, shall we? So we've got Kev. Doing all good. Yeah, all right, thanks, pal. They're so cool. Gonna have to give myself more now. Awesome. That's what we want to hear. So yeah, they are really, really nice. And when you got them in your hand, when you actually got them in your hand, it's like, woof, damn, that's really cool. You have artwork, 3D design, and music production. Wow, busy night for you then, isn't it? Right, so I'm not gonna spend too long waffling. I got just water tonight to start me off, and then in my skull mug. Oh, isn't that a satisfying sound? This is my treat tonight. I wonder if you can hear the bubbles. Hang on. Let's just yank that up to max. Can you hear the bubbles? It's a very satisfying sound, right? I poured it wrong though, unfortunately. Way too much on the top. Yeah, it's a little too fizzy though. I didn't pour it at enough of an angle. So there we go. Skull mug tonight. Right, so let's get us going. Right, so I put all this together with super glue. I kneaded it all up and everything like that. And what I used was this Color Forge matte black. All right, it's relatively new. It's only like the brand, well, the Color Forge isn't a new brand, but the primer is fairly new. It's only a couple of months old. I did have it on pre-order, and as soon as they had it in stock on Element Games, I received it. It's a little bit more than the Games Workshop spray cans for less money, and to be honest, it came out really nice. I mean, look how nice that black is. It's a nice sort of satin black, right? So let's just see how it works, because you know I've never used it before. Let's see how it holds up once paint starts going on it. And yeah, and of course I'm using my my ultra handle. Of course, I've got it because the base on this is just a little bit too wide for this. I of course used the cork. I've attached it to the cork, and then the cork is held in place. So it's pretty cool. But what is really cool, actually, I was going to keep this for a video, but I ordered another one, and Garthy, being the legend that he is, he ordered an extra spool of resin in green. So now my handle can be in the same color as the channel colors. How freaking awesome is that? And he sent out a have a puck. Have a puck or get a puck? I think it's called get a puck. It's a nice little play on words, but this is really good for you know, your washers. Never gonna fall over ever with that. And you know, like normally I say, look, there's no point bothering with these sort of things. Just use blue tack to hold it down. That's fine. But this saves. If you're in a hurry and you've got to paint a lot of stuff, this will save you time. Yeah, opposed to getting blue tack, sticking it on like that, and then hoping it don't roll over. And then of course you've got to take it off, get the next one, pop it on. This is done. It's not necessary. It's not really that important, but it is a quality of life sort of thing, you know. So I'm really thankful for that. But also, and for anyone who's going to get Imperium, you know the really fiddly, annoying little what's some call it? Mold line remover that has no handle on it. But you get the exact same blade from Games Workshop with a fancy handle. Well, Garthy designed a handle for it. It's really just simple. You just undo the screw, pop the blade in, get the screw and bolt lined up and tighten it in. Job done. So I'm gonna see how that works in the video, but yeah, man, I'm like a big shout out to Garthy because he's an absolute babe, and he didn't need to do any of that. Oh, but he did, and there we go. See, I'm such a clumsy git. This is one of the reasons why I normally give myself more space. So I'm just going to turn the gain up on this a bit more. And I'm going to shove that all the way over there. Didn't give myself enough space. I had the mic too close. It's proper matte. Yeah, it's proper matte, mate. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So, you know, link is in the description as always. If you want to get yourself some of that from Element Games, go for it. Because like a can of spray with Games Workshop could be anything from, what's it, like £10 to £18, depending if it's colour or not. And that's far more cheaper. Though you can always go for Halfords. Halfords is an option. I never tried Halfords before with their card primer, and I did try the Poundland one. I still got to get that video done. I've done all the footage for it, but I haven't actually edited it. I just got sidetracked. So I should really get that video compared. Oh. Of course I did. Of course I did. I didn't glue it properly, that's why. That's my bad. You know, it's been so long since I worked with metal minis. I've forgotten how to work with them. And of course, you know, you gotta really glue them well. There we go. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. So, latest news on the Games Workshop front. What have we got going? We have new Kill Team box set with brand new orcs, which I'm sure a lot of people out there are really, really excited about. And you also have some plastic Death Corps of Krieg, which were formerly Forge World resin exclusive. So that's a big win for the Imperial Guard fans out there. Ah, you know what? I'm going to paint it. Pin it, Kev. I know. You know what? I'm going to paint the body without the arms just because. I haven't even got my first layer on yet. But yeah, no, it looks really cool. I'm excited to see a lot of people posting up their work on the New Orcs and the Death Corps of Krieg as well, because they are some really dynamic miniatures. and you know, like the community can be really imaginative with what they do. Lots of conversions, poses, weapon swaps, and not only that, like the dioramas some people do as well. It's pretty gnarly. So yeah, can't wait to see how that goes. I haven't played Kill Team myself. I did a few years back. Games Workshop held an event at Warhammer World, and it was like a trial run of some Kill Team rules, run by John Bracken, who runs a lot of events at Warhammer World, and he helped write up the first sort of draft of the new Kill Team, and that was a lot of fun. I didn't really know what I was doing. I think I'm last or third. I was like sort of middle. And I only won one game for a technicality, but I went into this one game against some elder, and they were like, you know the Hawks. I don't know. I think they're the Hawks or something. There was this really nasty unit of flyers, like flying troops, and oh my days, did they just hand me my butt so hard. Like they nuked you just by flying over you. It's ridiculous. Hey Scroggy, how you doing, man? I'm Bad Fish. How you doing, man? Barrett was showing a Horus model earlier. Supposed leak from Forge World. Yeah, that dude's got so much time on his hands. Who can chase up all those leads? No, that way. Not that way. That way. There we go. But I hope you're well. Thank you very much for popping by, hanging out with me as I model my way through remembering how the hell I do metal minis. Because I completely forgotten how the frick I do it. Oh, and you know what? Like a complete bell end, I totally forgot to get some kitchen paper. As you do. Right. Luckily, I got some of this tissue that I had to hand when I had that man cold flu thing. Man flu cold. Bear pig man. Okay, so just want that to dry a little bit first before we do our next step. Gonna do a nice little dry brush over it to help highlight the details, and then I can get going. It is a very nice looking mini. It's the Vargar leader from the Pagan Miniatures collection. So it's like a full-time werewolf. So he doesn't need a full moon to get his mojo. He is just like that all the time. So he is who he is, which is who he is, if you weren't listening. Right, I think I'll dry brush with some Celestia Grey. A nice gentle dry brush with the stiffest bristles ever. Really gotta get some makeup brushes or something. So yeah, no, as I was saying, there's Death Corps of Krieger. I got really happy when I found out that you don't have to do the mace as a weapon option. you can add. I believe there's a shovel on the sprue as an option, so you can arm him with a shovel, as all good Death Corps of Krieg troops should have. Wow, it really is warm in here because it's almost dry already. Hey, all right. So yeah, I was proper chuffed with that. And of course we got the Beast Snaggers coming out this weekend, haven't we? And they are absolutely nuts. It's got all the fun of a traditional 40k orc, but in a slightly new way. And I've never been tempted by 40k orcs as much as I'm tempted by that right now, because I've been tempted by 40k orcs before, you know, the conversion ability and having, you know, the option to just kit bash the heck out of stuff and just make whatever you want. But I never got into it because I knew I'd get frozen by indecision. And but yeah, no, these ones, oof, pretty cool. So and the squigs, man, those big old squiggy things, like they really made the most of those squigs, didn't they? Alright, so I'm just gonna light dry brush or celestial grey. This should highlight the details for me. Some would say it's almost like a Cenithal highlight, but I'm not going for a Cenithal look. I'm just getting the details. But oh, look how the details just pop. Just a little bit of a dry brush. Huh? That's pretty cool, right? That was new Beast Snaggers, but the box is not worth it for me. Not fussed about limited codex. That's fair. Yeah, I think they hit on something with those limited boxes, and they will sell out. But yeah, I think the first couple was always gonna, like, it didn't matter what it was for, it was always gonna sell fast. Because it was this new type of buying, you know, from Games Workshop. It was, you know, everything was kind of discounted slightly, and yeah, it seems more exciting. But I think the sales are going to slowly drop on these box sets as people sort of just get a bit fatigued by this, or, you know, run out of credit cards. So there we go. Look, I've just gone over with a second layer of dry brushing with the same color, just on the fur, not on the skin, and you see the difference already. All from dry brushing, my friends. All from dry brushing. Can I get a hashtag dry brushing legend in the chat right now? Let's go. So yeah, I do think in maybe a year or two they might end up stopping those boxes, because I think the return on them won't be as good unless they got some really good stuff coming out in those that will really tempt people. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. I think there's way too many options going on in Games Workshop now. Remember the days when they just got rid of all of the specialist games and then they focused on the 2 main game systems? Then Lord of the Rings arrived, and then that just pushed whatever was left of the specialist games out the window. And then it was those free game systems for what, like a good 5-6 years, and then everyone started forgetting about Lord of the Rings, and then it was just literally Warhammer every day of the week, just Warhammer. And now it's just way too many options. It doesn't matter if you got the money for it. No one is ever going to have the time to do all of it. No way, no how. The details come out really nice on it, hasn't it? Wet dry brushing leg end. Commando tracking. Whoops! That wasn't supposed to happen. Here we go. This is a progress shot. Are you ready? Da-na-na-na-na-na. That's literally just from dry brushing. You know what? Let's really put that back a bit so it gets the light. There we go. There we go. Now we've got the light going on. Oosh. Ain't too bad, eh? Ain't too bad. Right. So that's just one round of dry brushing. Hang on, let me just pick that bit up. Safe to say, if you get one of these handles, you do have to hold on. You can't just let it ping off, because of course it's got to be a snug fit, right, so that it doesn't open, right? You don't want to accidentally open the clip and the thing just slip. There we go. Right. Just dry brush his claws as well. When I was plumbing, I found myself buying box sets a lot, then selling for less as new. I'd never get round to it. Yeah, that's the problem. Hey, Lupus Canis in the house. How you doing, buddy? Glad you could join us. Oh, I'm painting a wolf. Just for you, mate. Yeah, the detail really lends itself nicely to a good dry brush. I'm liking it. It's a little bit extra on the fur, so it matches the rest. Right, oop. Don't want to knock that over again. Ah, you're lurking, are you? You pervy. You little pervy perv. That's alright. I'll have my baps out for you later. So yeah, what else have we got apart from Beast Snaggers? We got a new mini for the Grey Knights, which is interesting. They've renewed the what was it, Castellian or something like that. He was one of the top dogs of the Grey Knights, and yeah, people saying he looks too Primaris-y. But the thing is, if you look properly, he's not Primaris. He's just got a bit more of a base to stand on. So it might seem like he's gone a bit Primaris-y, but it hasn't really. Right. I think I'll do one more. Yeah, I'll go up one more with some Corax White. Right, and this is for the fur. Just gently picking it out. Doesn't have to be even either, because you know, like fur is it's very rarely ever uniform. You know, you can have, especially like old dog fur. Got your greys in there. So there we go. Ooh. Who else makes sound effects when they do their painting and building? I think it helps me get into the character wherever I'm painting, mate. Such a primary fanboy. Hey, Gamers with Coffee, how you doing, man? Sorry, I didn't see you sneak in there. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know what you're working on and what you're up to. Today we are working on a Vargar leader, not warrior, from Pagan Minis. Yeah, they'll be on his snout. What do you mean, no one? Oh, so you're saying you don't make noises when, like, you put stuff together? Like, if you put a tank together, you don't just turn the turret around and go. Or if you put like a plane together, you don't go. That's exactly what I did when I put this bad boy together. Yeah, the first thing I did was just fly it around and I mean, let's face it, we're all big kids when we're doing the hobby, right? No shame in it. That's what you watch me for. No one in the chat right now. Not a single person makes noises while they glue stuff or paint stuff. No, just Oh no. You're missing out on a trick. You really are missing out on a trick there, right? That's the best bit about it. Like with this Vargar right now, I just want to go. Sorry for your ears, by the way. For anyone listening with an earphone, earphones, headphones, whatever. All right. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Got to drop a bit of colour on it now, aren't we? Kind of like the fur how it is actually. I think what I'll do is just to tie it up a bit. Get some non-oil on it. Hey, Amy, how you doing? You learned from me. That is why you is YouTuber and we is just watching. For game characters, what game characters would I record for? I mean, I can't. Look, no one wants to hear my accent, my natural voice on any character in the game. Okay, maybe the random NPC, right, is just standing on the street corner going, do you want to buy a loaf of bread? Maybe today's paper? Nah, alright, yeah. Pandemic and all. Fuck it. What? Wow. Even when I go to do like a voice for a character, I can't help but put a voice on. It's just Binny Bin Man. Get your bins out. Get your bins out. Not your baps out. I want your bins out. Oh, I forgot what I was doing now. Stop sidetracking me. Terry the trash can. Oh, I love it. I love it. Wheelie bins, talk to me. I want a bin and I want wheels on it. Alright? No mess, no fuss. I want to be able to push it from A to B, from a yard to that yard, but not my yard, the front yard. Alright? Don't want any mess, don't want any fuss. I want a lid on it too. Don't want the low. I don't want the foxes getting in there. Don't worry about them. I'll sort them out. What deal can you do for me? Don't forget to hit with dry brush after wash on the brightest points. I wouldn't wash, to be honest though. The reason why I'm going to do a wash on it is just to smoothen it out a bit more. It's going to be slightly washed down and then... Oh my goodness, what is happening? Something's happening to my not even the internet, to my computer. They've been dying on me. Yeah, if it buffers a little bit, I do apologise. For some reason, my computer just decided it wanted to go. Anyway, yeah, I was just gonna slightly water down on oil, smoothing out the highlights, and then go over again on the top bits. Yeah. But yeah, again, it doesn't really need it, does it? You know what? I'll take your advice, mate. I will take your advice. Now for the armor, let's go for a leather look. So if we're gonna do leather, Rhinox hide. Yeah, let's do Rhinox hide. This is a banging tune, by the way. So with this mini, because it's not a Warhammer mini, you know, with Warhammer minis you tend to go with brighter colours, brighter palette. I want to go for a more darker tone, you know. I think it's suited better. So go for darkish leathers, not lacquered leather, just go for the dark leather sort of look. Dingy cloth, that sort of thing. Get the straps as well. There we go. Okay, I've finally finished building my combi Volkite bolter. Add the final details. Late night. Okay. Oh, sweet, mate. And if anyone else in the chat is working on anything and they want me to see it and other people to see it, if you're on Instagram, just add in the description hashtag THCKev. It's all in one word. And yeah, I can see your stuff. And I might even share it. Who knows? There we go. It was nice painting something different, actually. I feel a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? Right. Let's move the keyboard. You can bugger off there. We'll bring the light over. Right. There we go, that's a bit better. Have a great lady night. Where you have dry brushed, you already have shadows, so keep the fur bright. That's it. Alright, man, will do. Cause it's ladies' night and the feeling's right. Yeah, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. That's for you, Lupus. So I have thinned the brown a little bit because, of course, I want some of that dry brush to show through. Just, you know, it adds that little bit of a highlight to it. That I can build on later. Yeah, I think it's going to come out all right. If you can really see it too well on this camera. But yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Have a good night, Gary. Short session tonight. Away to chill. We'll catch stream in the morning. Cheers. That's alright, man. I had to sneak in the dry brushing just for you, bud. You know, it doesn't really matter if I go over those bits. You know why? Because I will paint that metal. So has there been any more news on the Warhammer Plus side of things? I've been a little bit out the loop lately, but last time I heard that was going to be an exclusive annual mini. There's going to be catalogue of podcasts and stuff like that. White Dwarfs, a few new shows, the trailers for the new games and stuff that they've been doing lately, which have been really good. Wonder what else they're gonna do. I remember when Disney Plus first came out, and everyone was a bit like about it, and then they just started pumping stuff out, and then they bought up. What was it? They didn't buy up, but they started the Stars, didn't they? Disney Plus Stars, and they just literally bought up every TV show. It was ridiculous. Plus Discovery Channel. It's mental. And that's looking pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. So dry brushing is controversial, but I always pre-shade with stippling, then dry brush. Mostly all my models, because I have tremors, so each highlighting is a myth. I like dry brushing. It is my traditionally I used to do dry brushing instead of edge highlighting all the time, and then I started getting a bit pompous with my painting, and that's where edge highlighting came in. And all the guides say to do it and everything like that, but dry brushing is a legit way to get layers on and to get highlights down, and to get that nice transition. And it all depends on the brush you use and the paint you use, because you can get some really smooth transitions but between shades, that can rival what's it called, blending, wet blending. So it depends on your skill set, I guess. But yeah, no, I like dry brushing. My favorite is wet dry brushing, of course, because you can get all that's just basically like speed layering, right? You get all the flat areas, you get all the raised areas with that solid color, leaving the recesses, and then you can go onto your dry brushing to highlight it. I know people call it an overbrush, but Let's just throw down that hashtag wet dry brushing, okay? Because it is a legit thing. Also, don't forget to hit that like button as well if you haven't already. Smash it, man. Use all the techniques you need to get the job done. Exactly. What was the last track? It sounded like a goblin whacking pipes with a sandal in a cave. Wow, hang on. Where are we? It's called Up and Down by Toby Tranter. I mean, if you want to get in the mood for goblins, I guess. Warhammer Plus, to be honest, ain't my thing. Looks a bit crap. However, the exclusive models are sick, so gotta get anyway. Yeah, but the thing is, you only choose one or the other, and then you can buy the other one. So either way, you know, I think most people are gonna end up with both. Okay, so that's the main colors for those levers down. What am I gonna do? You know what? Let's get some color on that cloth actually. So it looks like he's ripped a shirt off. Overbrushing Master Kev. Sweet. That'll be trending no time. Dry brushing, wet dry brushing, true pros dry brush. Yes. Alright, I mean, it's not even a complicated name, it's just Up and Down. Alright, oh, I mean, reds are quite traditional colours, aren't they? Oh, I might have to cheat a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going for a quick look-see-poo. Yeah, I said look-see-poo. Deal with it. On the Pagan Miniatures website, for some inspiration. Let's have a look. Not that one. That one's gone for red. That one's gone for red as well. Seems red is a theme there. Yeah, it seems to be the theme. I think it's because it stands out nice to the slightly cool blue tones of the dry brush that I've done. So yeah, not surprised, but what was that? That's the direction of the flip-flop. Up and down, up and down. Up and down. What's the name of the song? What? Up and down, up and down. Oh dear. Savages. A lot of you. Alright, so go different Kev, maybe a bit Jensen. The thing is, alright, but I mean I can go with a nice green actually. Let's see, what greens do I have to hand? Whoopstone Glow, Moot Green, nice, and a strong green I'd start off with. Oh, Caliban Green, there we go. I'll do it. The track needs a diorama. I mean, there's already a savage orc with big old drums, right? All you had to do is just put some sandals in his hand instead of bones. Job done, right? Yeah, I've watered it down just a little bit extra, again, just to make the use of the dry brushing. There we go. Actually coming out okay. Kind of liking it a bit. There you go, trendsetter. I think next upgrade will be a wet palette, especially for the warmer days. First I need to get that chair though. Definitely need a new chair. Feels like I'm in a club right now. I'm sure one of the Dominion models will work. Probably. This is where I need an artist on hand to like just quickly draw out a design for a t-shirt, and it'll just be a goblin with his sandals and some mushroom drums. Oh yeah, there we go. That was pretty neat. Proud of myself getting that so neatly done. Yeah. You know what, I do like to mix up the music now and then, so I know it's not my usual heavy metal blast, but I think it just helps change the pace a little bit. And yeah, no apologies are going to be made for it. You know me, I like to mix it up. Yeah, I think that's come out alright. It's coming out alright, that. Yeah. It's almost alright. Actually, look, I just noticed he's got like a collar thing going on there. Hang on, I'll just have to pick it out. No pipes, Kev, and I would defo buy the t-shirt. That's the big pipes, does it? The goblin paying pipes. With sandals. I'm gonna give him a green collar type thing to match up with the loincloth. See, look, this is another thing about this finger rest. It doesn't even have to rest on the finger. It rests on the back of the hand, not the back of the palm of the hand as well. So I'm not even touching the model. I'm telling you, man, it looks ridiculous, but it's actually a smart bit of design. And I'm not shilling, by the way, like, I don't get any commission or anything like that. What on earth is going on in my head right now? I've just got an image in my head now of the same sandal pipe playing goblin, but with a full jazz band now. and they're doing like ballroom style swing dancing, like with the other goblins. Can you imagine? Oh my days. Could you imagine? Oh, that's tough. You know, like the whole, like with the legs up and everything, right? They're just little goblins. Oh, yeah, playing swing. And they got all like the little the fedoras, right? And they're in a speakeasy. with like, you know. Look at, oh my god, I know, I just got this image, you know, like a typical like a 1920s speakeasy with or 1930s even speakeasy with, like, you know, the mobster style, like fedora. They got the shirt with the strap. Everyone's just swing dancing and shit. Oh my days. Ah, getting high on bad moonshine. Oh dear. Can you imagine though? And then and then it's like the orcs are the police, right? It just busts in like with like the round cap police helmets and the and the little rounded bats, like the billy bats. Right, break this shut and start cracking the oh man. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. I have to move on, otherwise I'm not gonna get any painting done. Oof, jeez. That got intense. Oh dear. You know, let's just do like all of the big genres of TV and movie, but with goblins. Yeah. Like the bar on Star Wars, but goblins. Yeah, basically. I mean, this song right on now, it just reminds me of like a 70s cop show, right? So, you know, just have like goblins like chasing down other goblin crooks, and then you get one that just like he gets out the cop car and then just slides across the bonnet. Oh mate, that's too much. That is too much. Okay. Okay, we're getting some painting done now. Here it is. Here it is. I have to say, green is one of my favorite colors. It appears everywhere in nature. It's such a vibrant. It could be such a vibrant color, and yet it could be such a soothing color. Oh, it's just really pleasing to work with as well. I don't work with green enough. But I think that's deliberate, you know, because I like green so much. I don't want to overuse it, and then end up not liking it. Yeah, too much of a good thing, as they say. Right, I will grime this up later. Obviously, it's not going to be a clean green. Right. Maybe I shouldn't have had the beer. I think my painting is starting to get a bit sloppy now. I don't really drink. I've never really been a drinker. And when I do have a drink, you know, it's just that one. And it's very rare I ever go out socially to drink. But when I do, then I'll have a couple of drinks, you know, because I'm being social. And I'm not gonna say no to a free drink. That's standard, you know. You don't turn down a free drink. But yeah, I'm not really a big drinker. Believe it or not, I mostly just drink tea and water. I know it's a fascinating thing to talk about, but that is where my brain is at right now. Just thinking, should I have had that beer? And now I'm thinking, frick it, I'm enjoying it. You had a triple espresso. For someone who already has trouble, with the shakes, you really like to make your life hard, don't you? Let's go for something different now, shall we? School's out. Hey. Oh, is Dicey on at the moment? Is he online at the moment? You know what? I got a bad confession to make. I haven't caught one of his shows. I haven't caught one of his shows in a little while. That's bad of me, I know. Oh, I've been unsubscribed from him. No way. Bruh. Dicey guy. Oh, he's not live. Where's he live then? Is he live on Twitch instead of YouTube? Not going well, plus the goblin situation. Has Dicey Guy shield out for Twitch? So I just realised I was making my own little record scratching sounds. Sorry, it's an old habit. Now it looks a little extra bright, but trust me, it'll dull down a bit. Once it dries. That's the thing, when paint is applied, because it's wet, it shines more. Whoa! It's the knockoff Starship Troopers music. Do you want to know more? Oh, we did chill out. That's why I haven't been catching his live shows. Wow, okay. Where did he make the transition? I must have missed that day. I've got all these little holes torn in there, so of course gotta just get that bit of a highlight. There we go. Make sure I don't miss the ones on the front as well. And then what I want to do, I'm going to switch brush. Wow, how's he competing with the hot tub meta? I remember when Big McDan Skull made the changeover. That was a little while ago. He said it was a lot easier to get somewhere. if live streaming is what you do. You know, YouTube for videos, Twitch for live streams, which I think is fair. Now, this is what I'm going to do. So with the same colour I've been highlighting, I'm just going to make some scratchy scratches. Concentrating more near the bottom. Like that. That way it gives a bit more texture. I'm not going in the recesses, you know, if I want to keep them dark. There we go. Oops. Cheers, man. Right. So let's check on our progress so far, shall we? Oop. What did I do? Oh dear. I did a faux pas. Really shouldn't be handling this sort of stuff. There we go. Let's have a look, see. Hope I got the light right. Let's shine some extra light on it, shall we? Oh. Don't look too bad, does it? I think that green actually makes a nice contrast, doesn't it? Groovers. Thank you. Alright, so what's the time? 1:15. So we've got 45 minutes left. See what else we could do with this bad boy. Dude, I'm so not used to having a drink. About there, I think. Yeah. There we go. You can always adjust it to where you need it to go, which is another thing that's really handy. So, I still need to highlight that actually. I didn't even bother with that, did I? Whoopsie, whoopsie. Alright, cool. And then a final highlight on that. Thank you very much, Mr. Mark. I appreciate that. So yeah, we haven't got that much longer now before the start of Imperium. Just over a month. Got the Mortis engine coming soon as well. And then the Celestant Prime to finish it off, which I think is a pretty big thing. I mean, how many of you are going to be getting the Mortis engine? I think it's still a good deal. That I have seen some really good conversions of it from other things, and I've also seen some really good conversions with it, like into like the black coach and stuff like that. But it looks like the Mortis engine is going to be possibly the more desired variant of the kit, rather than the Bloodseeker Palanquin or the what's the other one? The Covenant Throne, because it's points wise. There's been a leak on points already, and points wise, it looks like it's going to be a lot cheaper than the other stuff. Purely because it doesn't get all the command stuff abilities that the others do, but yeah, it still leaves you with more options on your army. I think you still have to ally it in, but I don't know. If there's anyone out there who's looking to start a vampire army, let me know. Right, what am I gonna do? Let's get something on that level. You know what? Nah. I'm gonna go for dried bark over the rock oxide. I know it's another base colour, but the thing is, it's got like a drier look to it. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I want a drier leather look. So yeah, ever so subtle, isn't it? There we go, put that on there. Yeah, that's looking better. I'm actually really looking forward to the Mortis engine. It's, you know, like I've avoided doing big models for a long time, but I really want to start getting over that. You know, like I've only painted one biggish model before, and that was Arcan the Black on the on his abysmal, is it like abysmal terror or something like that? I can't remember what it's called. His big bone construct thing. And the only other kind of sizable kit I painted was once when I used to frequent a local games workshop, and they let me paint the store display version of the Sphinx, which was fun. I haven't really painted big minis before. I think that comes down to the fact that it wasn't until... Oh no, hang on. There was another one, a monolith, but I mean, that's Necrons, you know, it wasn't really too difficult to paint. I did go a little bit extra on the crystal, like, you know, I did like light sourcing on it and, you know, made it look really cool, did lots of layering on it and stuff like that. I made it look a bit special because, of course, like, it was the first and only tank I had, ever had, and I was like, I want to be a bit proud of it. So I took the time to make it a bit special. I'm sure I'll show you one day when the Imperium collection starts. I'll show you lot. My old Necron collection, but yeah, I mean, essentially, I forgot my trail of thought. Oh yeah, big things I haven't really painted. Like I've got dragon. I've had this since it came out, big ass dragon, and I've just not put paint on it. I built it, I primed the rider. It was to go with the army that I had built and painted already for the Stormcast. You know, like, it was like my little crowning achievement. I had finished building and painting everything from the starter set, which was a massive feat because I never really done that before. I never finished a project before. And then I started adding little bits to it, got some extra bits done for it, which was really cool. And then I just burned out, and then even though I had that dragon to paint, I was just like, eh, I never got around to it. And then it just ended up in a box, like a lot of things do. And that is the tale. It's been my TED Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Right, I think after this I'm going to go for Steel Legion Drab, and I'm going to do some scratchy effects. I didn't even finish the tank, the repulsor tank from Conquest. That's sitting in a box waiting to be finished. I just have this mental block when it comes to painting big minis, you know. I know it's going to take me more time to do. I just can't help it. I go to start it and I'm like, nah, another time. Actually, oh, I forgot to. There we go. Oh, you know what I need? You know those crunchy coated nuts? That would be perfect right now. Crunchy coated nuts. Alright, so what's it doing? Here we go. Steel Legion Drab. Who says you can't use a base colour as a layer or detail colour? Who says? No one. Just got to thin it out a little bit more. That's it. So there's already scratches on the, like, deep gouges on the armor of the Vargar. So all I've got to do is just pick those out. Pick out the little details here and there. And I've watered it down enough so it's not going to overpower, because Steel Legion Drab is still quite a stark contrast. If you just put it on thickly, it would be quite a stark contrast between Steel Legion Drab and Rhinoxide. And you just want a subtle transition. So let's have a look. Can't focus. Yeah. Dry brush your dragon. Yeah, I know. That's basically what I need to do. Oh, I need to dry brush this stuff. I mean, the dragon's got the texture for it to be dry brushed. It's a nice centerpiece. It's a really nice centerpiece, actually. What on earth is this music? Oh. What is that? There we go. Alright, it's coming along. It's coming along. So what's everyone up to right now? Have you finished what you're doing? Have you finished your tea, Void Captain? Mr. Lupus, what are you working on as well? You didn't tell us. Were you just chilling out tonight? Normally you're quite industrious. Amy, are you still about? Or did you bugger off? Scratchy lines. A goblin with a wampa. It's like random car music in the distance. It kind of feels like the kind of music that you get in one of those you know, those fancy ethnic restaurants, like, you know, whether it's like French cuisine or Greek, or, you know, that sort of, you know what I mean. And they have sort of music featured from the country, which is fine. It's the whole part of the experience. But sometimes like you get some bangers, and then you just get the occasional one like that with a little trumpet in it, and it's just a beat with some random nonsensical noise. And honestly, if like the vocals weren't in it, I would have jammed. I would have jammed to it. But yeah, it just seemed a bit off-putting, really. Finished my tea, washing up now. Ah, living the life, mate. Painting AOS Nurgle Demon starter set. and Great Unclean One. Woof! But you having fun with that? I mean, you don't really have to paint any of that. It all paints itself. All you gotta do is just dunk it in the toilet. Job done. Can't get more putrescent than that. Dunk it in the loo. That's what you do when you're painting Nurgle demons. And now this just sounds like I'm on hold to a bank. You know what I mean? Your call is very important to us. Thank you for waiting. If you wish to contact us later, contact us via the website at www.crapbank.co.uk/help team. You hate pustules. They're easy, man. Just you don't even have to be neat about it. Just what you do. Sorry. Paint them all white. Then and be messy with the white. Okay. Promise me it'll pay off, right? Because you want. Here, I'll show you on. How am I going to show? Yeah, we've got some black there. So what you would do, right? Say the pustule is there, right? I'm sure you can see that. What you do, you don't just paint it white, but don't just be on the pustule. Paint the area around it like that, yeah? It could be as uneven as you like. Then when it's dry. I know there's so many. There's always so many. But you could just blob as you go along. Then what you do is, if I've got the right shades available. No. Whoops. There's camera. Hang on. There goes the mouse. I really gotta make more space for myself. Okay. You could back up there. Where's my shades? We need. What? You know what? It doesn't really matter what colours you do them in. You can use Reikland Flesh Shade, Caribou Crimson, Drushy Violet. You can even go green or yellow. Alright, but this is what you do. Alright, say for example, Cassador Yellow. Okay, so what you do, you literally just go and blob in the middle. Right, that looks suitably disgusting. Yeah. Off we go. Yeah, it looks like an egg. And then what you do is you get like Druchii Violet or Caribou Crimson to make the white around it look sore. So you just blob this around the edge. Like, I put too much. I'm using Flesh Shade. Banging. Oops. That was a bad example. I do apologise. But you get the gist of it, yeah? Yeah, and then the druchi would be around the edge. Like that. So it's nice and bruised. Or throw in the Caribou Crimson. That's a pretty good one for sore skin. Around the edge, like that. Because I'm putting liquid on liquid, it's mixing. But I mean, essentially you get a kind of thing like that. So you got like a sort of milky off-white color on the side, and then like bruised sort of look on the outside. Yeah, because I know how tedious it is just to get that little one and that little one and that, and when they're in clusters as well, it's like, forget it. Literally, if there's a cluster of them, blob, just blob. Don't even bother being neat, just blob. Let the washes do their job. And then like afterwards, you can neaten up with just like a little touch of white on the tip, maybe, and that's it. Job done. I'm glad you got what I meant. Okay. Did I finish doing that? Oh no, I didn't. Whoops. Let's just get it before it dries. It's still alive. It's still alive. Okay. So I finished Clone Wars. Yay! And now I'm catching up through Rebels. I think I'm in season 3 of Rebels now. I'm enjoying it. I really wish I watched it while it was actually on TV, but at the same time, it's kind of just filling in the time between episodes of the Bad Batch, which I'm really enjoying as well. So many crossovers and cameos. But yeah, there was at the season finale of season 2 of Rebels, I was like, whoa, dude, that's sick. And for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, I'm not going to spoil it, but it was pretty cool. The Unclean One has thousands. I've just done all of them neatly. Ah, you madman. Are you mad? Are you mad? Bruv. Is you dizzy? There's a bit of chip paint there. It's still so weird painting a metal mini after so many years of painting plastics. You know, it's like it feels familiar but alien at the same time. Like, because you know, like I said, I used to paint metal minis back in the glory days of the early noughties and late 90s, and you had that weight to it, you know. Scribble on it as well. Just some random scribbles for scratches. Okay. Oops! Don't knock it. Hey, Essex boys! Way. How do, man? How do? Glad you could join us. So what are you up to, man? What are you up to this weekend? What are you up to tonight? You doing any hobby? Or you got work? Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. You working on any more outstanding dioramas as well? Right, I'm definitely shading this leather though. I want to deepen those shadows. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely gonna give it that depth that it was lacking. Yeah, for the scratches and stuff like that. Battle damage. Oops. A day off for my daughter's birthday. Now just flopped. Ah, man. Well, happy birthday for your daughter. She's still a youngster. Or is she a bit older and terrorizing you? I've just been painting this Vargar warrior, or Vargar leader, sorry. Because I'm finally working on the diorama that I've been wanting to do for bloody ages, and I've got the basic layout of it. So I just want to work on the minis first, get them painted up, and then I can knock out the paint job on the base. Add the foliage and stuff like that. I got some bits from Geek Gaming Scenics, so you know I can really mix it up. But yeah, looking forward to it. And this is what I've worked on so far. And you know for a fact I'm gonna do a decent, I'll say decent, paint job on it, and I'm just gonna smother it in Blood for the Blood God. No remorse for that whatsoever. Yeah. Blood for the Blood God! Skulls full of skull fruit! Just like that, baby. I don't know what to do for the claws as well. The claws, I kind of like them being dark like that, but they blend too much with the rest of it. Needs to change up the skin tone a little bit. Maybe give it a bit of a bluish highlight. Have I got any grey blues? Probably not. Oh, but you know what? Stegodon scale green might work. Let's have a look-see. Oh yeah, this will do. This will do indeed. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be an absolute bloody numpty. Gotta make a glaze out of it. Just making it up as I go along. Okay. Let's see how this turns out. I love a bit of experimentation, eh? Let's make it up as I go along. Some of my best work has been because I've just made it up as I went along. Granted, some of my worst work has also been from just making it up as I go along, but I have some faith that it may work. Do I sound convincing yet? I have some faith that it may work. I think I've had a bit too much sun today. Yeah, you know what? Today's been really nice. It, like, you know, like if you don't keep yourself in the shade enough and yet you're just in the dead heat of the sun, straight up, no breaks, I can see it, you know, quickly escalate into like a little bit of heat exhaustion. It's been that kind of sun today. But it's nice. It hasn't been humid with it. It's been quite dry with it, and that's the kind of heat we need. Get around the eyes as well. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Oh yeah. This is definitely gonna work. Watch out, world. So are you looking forward to any of the new Orc stuff? Because I know you're a bit of a Orc fan. You know, like no one builds a Orc Blood Bowl stadium on a whim. You know, you got to be a bit of a fan of the Orcs. Have you seen any of the new Orcs that you like? All good. Yeah, man. There we go. Alright, I'm going to give that a moment to dry before I pop it under the camera again. I think, yeah, that glaze of Stegodon scale green gave it that bit of colour that I needed for the flesh, and it complements the green very nicely, the green and the grey, really well. So yeah, I'm happy with how it's coming out. Yeah, I haven't really painted wolves before, or wolf pelts, so it's a nice change of pace. Where's my hobby knife? Get some of that old glue out of there. Oh, there's a lot of people cringing right now as I go about with a hobby knife next to this bit of paintwork. Oh, I'm far from finished with it. So if I do make any slip ups, scratch some of it off, I could always just touch it back up again. Pretty much all of it. We're looking forward to more traditional style orcs over the beast snaggers. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Gave our daughter an Urukai handprint on her face today. Yes, man. That's it. Oh, yeah, there you go, see? Yeah, it's not really my thing, but I'm gonna order it anyway. Because it's orcs. Lol to you, mate. Lol to you. Alright, let's see if I can get these arms glued back on for the final show. I doubt it. I swear someone will say, oh, you need to use activator. I'll be like, no, I'm just gonna lick it. But you didn't use activator. I need activator. This is an old trick that I was taught years and years and years ago that helps super glue set faster. It's just a little bit of moisture. And a little bit of patience, obviously. I don't think I got it in the right spot. Oops. I missed the spot. Orcs aren't really a thing. Fair enough, man. Each to their own, innit? I don't want to have to pin this. If I have to pin it, I'm going to end up chipping paint off, holding it and being rough with it in the attempt to pin it, so I'd rather not. Right, but orcs really are my thing. Okay. Stay. Don't go anywhere. Whoa. Okay. We'll soon have something. Yeah, I can imagine. Essex boys is #1 for some sick orkiness. I'm so hyped for the new. Yeah, I noticed it was an Austin Powers style joke. That's why I didn't really pay much heed. Austin Powers jokes had their time. They don't belong in the wild anymore. Move on, evolve, progress. Yeah, baby. Right, I think this arm is almost. No, I just wobbled it. Ah! Oh man, bad juju. I make it a bad juju when I do not the glue. There you are. I'm gonna have to sort that out after. And while trying to glue that arm on, I knocked this arm. Now I remember why I changed over from metal to plastic so quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna show off the model now. So ooh. There you go. That's basically what I've done with it. Oh, I need to get more light on it. Oh. There we go. Makes it better. Should have used activator. Ah, get out of it, mate. Got dust off stomping now. Yeah, get your crumping. It's time for stomping and crumping in our war. So there you go. Thanks. So yeah, I mean, the base work is done. Like I still got lots of details to do. You know, snout, the fangs, the claws. Maybe like do some glazes on the fur just to patch it up a bit. Bring down the green a little bit. I want to keep the bright highlight on the green, but I want to really make it mucky. And then of course got to do the base as well, and I want to pick out just like, you know, on the belt and the collar, like the little bits of metal, pick that out as well. And then yeah, that'll be one down, and then a whole bunch. I got 2 more Vargar to do, and then a whole bunch of Vikings. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress. Slow and steady. There we go. That's a better shot, isn't it? So yeah. Sweet. So that's it for me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the lols that we had. Essex boys, you missed the whole goblin in the cave playing the pipes with the sandals thing that spiraled into a speakeasy type scenario with like a whole goblin band playing swing music. and you know, instead of moonshine, they're drinking bad moonshine. Oh dear, we had a good laugh with that. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight, for hanging out. It's been real chill. It's been a good laugh. See, got some got some progress done. I finally got to try out the Color Forged matte black, and yeah, it is matte black, and it's a decent primer. I think it will probably do better on plastic than metal, because you know, metal notoriously chips paint easy. Doesn't matter what primer you use. So it'd be interesting to try that on plastic. Also this puck thing, I mean, like, it's a quality of life improvement, really. It's not necessary, but yeah, it's all right actually. Yeah, you should have tuned in earlier, man. So yeah, it's been fun painting the Pagan minis. So you know, if you want to get yourself some Pagan miniatures, just hop over. Literally, it's paganminiatures.com, or you search in Google or whatever. And make sure you sign up for the newsletter as well, because they're doing a monthly giveaway. So they'll do a draw, and I think you'll win like a massive discount. I can't remember how much it was, but essentially you just spend like X amount and you get a massive discount on it. So it's well worth checking it out. And yeah, as always, I've got all my affiliate links in the description below. So if you want to get yourself some of those really cool issues that are coming up, then pre-order them from Forbidden Planet before they sell out. You got the Celestant Prime in issues 79 and 80. The base for the Mortis engine and the Celestant Prime is in issue 78, and then of course the Mortis engine is in issue 75, 76 and 77. So there you go. So hit that link, go get yourself one. And if you want to get yourself anything else, pop over to Element Games and make sure you use the code so you get your bonus points. All my social media links are in the description below, so if you want to show off your stuff, then go on to the Instagram one, use the hashtag THCKev, and of course I get to see it, and I might even share it about. So and yeah, as always, I'm here every Friday and every Monday doing a live stream around the same time, and I'll try and get a video in at least once every 2 weeks, though it might be weekly, who knows. And yeah, once again, subscribe if you haven't, like if you haven't, share if you haven't, comment in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. So big love to you all. Peace.